Good morning, LinkedIn friends, Value First Nation. Welcome to another episode of Value First AI Daily, your collaborative intelligence report. It is Thursday, March 5th, 2026. Here with George and Nico. How are we doing, fellas?
Doing good. Doing very well this morning.
Yeah, I can't complain. Things keep changing and updating and upgrading, and it's just it's fun.
What
Indeed.
about you, Chris?
I'm good. Um, uh, Learning about managing the Claude.md file today as I've been warned, it is getting too large. And working
The
with
boys come back
Claude
and tell you
to
getting a little too heavy in
yeah,
there.
working with Claude to figure out how exactly to pare it back. Um, but yeah, getting to build. Um, and one of the things I'm working on right now uh, is something that's going to replace StreamYard for myself
Nice.
they as they chose to. They said I qualified for to pay a much higher price
Isn't that nice of them?
Oh,
each month, right?
Congratulations, you're a winner.
yeah.
Yeah. Uh, Based on the activity of my account, they think I belong in a different tier, which does not align with the pricing page.
Mm.
So it's one of those moments that we're seeing right now where, you know, I was already thinking about, what it would look like to build it out myself. There's already some plans in place. I already got OBS, on the computer. And then now I'm getting charged more money. And so feels like now's the time. And it's already built. And now I just gotta test it and take myself back to 2017 Twitch streaming mode where I was using OBS regularly. Um, but super interesting to start to put that together and having that as an option when I first get that email that's gonna raise prices
Yep.
like 10x.
Hmm.
I It's just an interesting thought. What comes to mind um, as I mentioned that?
I mean, for me, what comes to mind is a lot of what I'm doing right now. So it's a bit in case anybody was wondering like what Proven Labs is and what this is all about. Um, what Chris is describing is kind of the essence of Proven Labs. What we do is we basically a really good example right now um, is we find people who have, let's say, I don't know, they're helping out people and they're partners in the ecosystem and they help people with their portals and whatnot. And oftentimes, to be a partner in the ecosystem, you also have to have membership to that software club. So we're able to help them circumvent that by using the APIs through their own new proprietary application that still does everything that they need to do, but lets them not have to have a $5,000 a month membership to a platform just so that they can help other people who have that platform. Right. So there are things now that, like there are so many business models now that just don't make any sense and like they're going to fall apart within the next 6 months in this exact same way where it's like, hey, we're incorporating, there have been several services. We're incorporating AI and we're incorporating this, that, and the other. So, rates are going to go up a little bit, but here's the list of things you're going to get. Nope. Nope. As soon as you do that, I'm just going to look for an alternative or just try to make it myself. Because like that's the day and age. You guys remember like back, way back in the day when you were kids and you had like your cassette player and you could take it apart and you could mess around with it. You could put it back together. You could go to Radio Shack and you could get extra parts and you could come back home. Yeah, I got you, George.
Wow.
Come back home and you put it back together and got yourself a whole new cassette player with new drums and everything, new pads. And yeah, and then all of a sudden, the 90s happen, and then the 2000s happen, and then 2010, and then 2020, and we haven't been able to fix anything yourself for I don't even know how long, right? Um, Now it's kind of flipped sides, and it's now on a software end where now I have the right to repair my own software as opposed to the right to repair my own hardware device. So now I have the right to code. And if you don't want to offer me software at a fair competitive price, I will just go code my own.
Yeah, I'll just say this. It feels bass backwards to me. Like two things, right? One, what Nico said, and what you're on a journey to do is, well, now I'll just go build the thing that I'll use for free. So thanks, appreciate the push. But the other thing that's bass backwards about it is the fact is like, um, some marketer in some closet somewhere, I know, we'll tell them that they graduated. Nope, nope. We'll tell them that they qualified. That'll ease the pain of 500,000 more dollars in the next 5 years that they'll spend. No. What the flip? No. Hashtag not human.
We'll make them feel special about paying more money.
Oh, God. Said somebody never. Well, obviously somebody did say because it's being done, but.
And that's the thing, right? Like it's never been easier to actually add value in a way that makes me consider this shift, right? Like that's where the lipstick part of it, right? Could be backed up with this is what that program looks like for businesses like yours, and it includes like none of that was even in there, right? So it was clear it was, oh, you're a high volume customer, so you need to be in this tier. And then I go look at the pricing page, and I'm not breaking. Like I get it. I guarantee I'm an above average user at
You think?
at the at the tier that I'm at, right? But I still check all the boxes in that tier,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, you're the negative point, right? So you reach the apex where, hey, if Chris keeps doing this, he's actually like you're not. It's not as if you're going to offset all of them, but it's like you've reached that inflection where an agent on the back end is telling them like, hey, if this guy keeps burning at the rate that he does, you guys are never making money off of him. He is eternally making money off of you, right?
Yeah.
And it's like a game of like not even
Yeah.
one subscriber can even get close to even on the system. We have to bring them all down.
Yeah, you're literally there. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger, danger, like you're that dude for them. Like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
hit the
And
brakes. Here
so
comes Chris Carlin. Nope, he's coming in. Like,
He's gonna put out a YouTube video and show everybody else how to do this.
I likely in their system, I'm labeled as a customer when I could be labeled as an adopter or an advocate or a champion.
evangelist.
And they could be like, oh, man, maybe we could use some marketing coming from this person, right? Like, there's so, like,
They could have turned it around and said, hey, look at where this guy started when he was on this sub level. Look at where he's at now. We should talk to him and maybe build something around this so that he can show the rest of the community that's at his sub level. They can increase, if to George's point, it's not so much the marketer that was in the closet coming up with it. It was also their boss that didn't have the foresight to see, hey, this is a very short-sighted idea. If we jack the prices up on them now, they're just going to be offended by it and they might turn around and leave. or we, I don't know, be a brand. We foster adoption, we foster education, we foster reliability, we foster people being able to believe in our product and believe in what we say and what we do. And then over time, they become very strong advocates of ours and they just constantly want to be a part of our ecosystem and a part of our brand, right? Like that's, I know it's the most bonkers idea possible, right? To have people who are like lifetime loyal, dedicated fans to your brand. I get it. Good luck getting me to buy any other knives than J. Hinkle. Good luck getting me to buy any other type of razor than Gillette. Good luck getting me
Mm.
to buy any other type of like hair product trimmer other than Conair. I can tell you like every brand for the stuff for everything that I use, own, wear. I can tell you the brand name because I only shop by the brand name. I don't care. Like your price might be awesome, but I remember my brand. I remember the way my brand makes me feel. I remember like that's what I care about. Now, every shopper is not like me. I get it. And there's like there are so many of us now that that's the way that the market treats people is like a herd and it doesn't try to talk to them on a personal level whatsoever, right? That all made sense leading up to now because it's been like a crazy scatter. But at this point in time, we have the ability to surface all of that data that we were too busy to look at, and we can actually look at the qualitative aspects of it. I'm hearing from people who have AI platforms that are coming to us talking about building better AI platform versions because they don't like how their AI platform is performing. And it's because when I go take a look under the hood, it's the best way I can put it is like it's amateur hour.
Mm.
Like somebody had the idea, they didn't actually think through the idea. They just had the idea, built the thing around that idea, and then put it out on market. But because they did it so like surface level, the quality of what you're getting back is also surface level. And then it blows my mind that like however many thousands of people were signed up to it paying monthly for it.
Mm.
So yeah, I mean there's definitely something to be said about being able to deliver to the market in a way in which people aren't oversaturated by your message. They're not oversaturated by a cheap marketing message or a cheap marketing ploy, right? Wouldn't it be
Shallow.
amazing if there were just, I don't know, education about like one of the things I love to do is go look at people talk about signal stuff all the time. I love to go look at signals to go find out what people are talking about so that I can go reply. I don't use it so I can go send you a LinkedIn message or
Yes.
I can like shoot
Use
you
it.
an email or something. I use it so I can find you, so I can go to that post and I can personally reply to your comment on that post and talk to you about your problem. Why? Because that's what sales is supposed to do anyway, right? They're supposed to go out and garner relationships and go one on one with people and all that kind of thing. I'm not even a salesperson, right? But just made sense in my mind that if I'm going to talk to you about solving your problem and part of that solution is going to involve us having to build a relationship so that we can build a partnership so that you have trust in me so that we can do business together. I should probably start that out by talking to you directly.
Mm.
Just like that's my 2 cents on it, right?
What a concept.
Wow. You mean Nico? You should talk to. Oh my God! Are you kidding me? That's a. Oh my goodness! Like,
Right.
and you mean to tell me that, like, maybe, just maybe, there's a way to market and sell out of love, like caring for humans can be a business differentiator. Oh my gosh!
Mhm.
Oh man. Like every article that Sage writes right now, like has like a theme about caring in it. As the chief customer officer, I love it. But like here's the opposite of that, right? I just pulled up this email from business at streamyard.com.
Oh boy.
Dear customer, I didn't even see that part. Like, is that like the lowest lift ever just to put my first name there?
Right.
Like
And you know where that
table
comes
stakes,
from?
right? Like, so now, like, all of this feeds into the fact that there's margin analysis being done somewhere. I'm using it too much. I, not Chris, my account,
Your account.
right, is too high of usage. And we've identified that your usage qualifies for our business subscription, a plan designed to best support teams looking to use the StreamYard platform for commercial, professional, and collaborative purposes. And I'm tying this real time into what people usually ask us to do related to HubSpot and platforms about, man, how do we make it easier to expand our accounts? And if we could just see the data and then we could trigger things that send bullshit emails like this and automatically, because if you'd like to keep using the business plan going forward, because they've already upgraded me, by the way. So for the rest of this month,
Oh, really?
I get these features for free. And then on April 3rd, I'm automatically renewing under the new business plan,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
If you do
look,
Wow.
not wish to continue with the business plan going forward, please make sure to cancel your subscription before your renewal date. Not even stay a customer somehow. Like, just go ahead and cancel.
See, they're
I,
playing the numbers game because they're like, if we 10x this and had 37% less customers, then we'd still be making 20% more XYZ. And we understand that 37% of our customers have 572 bazillion videos in the storage and can't think about how they would ever move off of the platform. So, gotcha. Like, come on. And by the way, StreamYard, we don't hate you. We love you. I don't know what but like you're giving the story to tell about like maybe what to think about.
Right. Well,
Because I
that's
can't
what
even say not do or do. Because hey, it might be the smartest business decision in 1,000 centuries, but it don't feel good.
right.
no.
Like, and this is why Value First is focused on like the system has dehumanized the process to make this okay. And then at the end, thank you for being part of the StreamYard community with a blue heart.
Oh God.
Like,
I mean, look, I'm not going to be as nice as these guys. If you are the type of business that uses tiers and you automatically upgrade somebody on their tier, I don't care if it's in writing if it's in writing somewhere, if it's asterisk somewhere, I don't care. If that's a part of your business policy, that as soon as somebody gets within 10 to 15% of the next tier and you bump them up, or they hit tier limit and you bump them up automatically, you're an asshole. You're an asshole.
Beep,
You're an unethical,
whoopsie.
greedy asshole, right? Because I was talking to my wife about this the other day. I don't know if it's still there. I haven't bothered to look. But there used to be this class that a lot of people used to sign up for called business ethics. And you would take that class because it would teach you how not to do this kind of stuff in business, how not to, I don't know, attempt to be a grifter, right? By like, hey, thought you should know, just slipped in an extra $20 to your bill this month because you didn't realize you were close to the edge and we were going to send you an extra notice, but you know how it is. Like that's not the way to do business. The way to do business with Chris, who's been a longtime member of your platform, who is a dedicated member of your platform, who is a huge user of your platform, which is like red flags all the way up the pole of, hey, let's not myth this guy, because if we do, he's probably going to walk and he's a heavy user. So we kind of want to keep him around because he'll be with us for a long time. You know what a better option would be? Let's give him a month for free or something like that if he didn't realize, or whatever the case may be, and give him the time that he needs over that month to like figure it out. Like maybe you want to tone it down a little bit, stay within the realm, or like maybe you get a hold of us and something like that, or contact us and see if we can put something together for you, whatever the case may be, right? But certainly not, hey, throw him in the pile of algorithm that doesn't care about anybody.
And can we tie this back to the show for a hot minute, by the way? Because we're saying all of this because in the age of AI, Chris is not going to be the only one that says, screw you, I'll go build my own thing.
Yep.
So, like, talk about maybe a worst time scenario
Right.
to
And I
like
mean,
chop your customers off at the legs. Like, come on.
people are really getting onto it now. Like, we were talking about it and we were kind of complaining about it a few weeks ago that we wished like more people were getting into it. I just taught me, Connor, and Ryan Gunn. We just had our first AI for AI for marketing, sales, and service boot camp yesterday for HubSpot. Over 600 people at one point. Easily, it was like 500 something, 500 some odd people sustained for the entire time, and then like 175 people or something like that stayed for 15, 20 minutes afterwards.
Wow.
Last time, it was like a third of those numbers. People are hungry for this stuff. I mean, it was maybe 20 minutes into the course and the Q&A just started lighting up. Hey, you guys going to talk about Claude Code? Or you guys going one dude asked if we were going to go over RAG and if we were going to get into that and like if we were going to talk about agents and how RAG works with agents. I was like, man, that's awesome that you even brought it up. But yeah, no, like unfortunately, we're not going to get like that deep, but it's like that's the level. It was great. And we did a poll last year and we said, 1 to 5, where's your AI expertise and like in your org and everything like that. It was a lot of like it was mainly threes, if you averaged it out. This time I'd say it was about 4.5 maybe. There's a lot of fives in there, right? And that is difficult because it's not exactly a level 5 class. It is like a level 3.5 class. But we definitely try our best. Either way, the heat is on so far as I can tell. And I've been talking to colleagues all week. The best I can surmise is that in the next, like we were at the point not like 6 months ago. I should say we were at the point 9 months ago where you used the model to help you get a sliver of code. And hopefully that sliver was good. 6 months ago, you were using the model to write like a page of code. 3 months ago, you were using the model to write your entire front end. Now you're using the model to write front to back. Like I forget what the timing is. So like when did 4.6? Like so what 2 weeks ago? Probably within the next month to month and a half, we'll have something that flawlessly does front to back. There won't be this like stop to ask you any questions. There won't be this should we use Next.js or this or that or the other. There won't be this blah blah blah. It'll just be flawless front to back. It'll say, give me your tokens for super. It probably won't even do that. They'll probably have a whole new connector system where it's just log into your Superbase, log into this stuff. Just make sure you're logged into your services. Boom, I'll pull your whole thing together. Here's your app done. Here's up on Vercel or wherever you need hosted. Here's the link. Go get a sandwich, right? Give me the idea. Go get like that's the ad. That's the ad that's coming in like 2 months. I just saw a video yesterday on the first no human business. Non-human company, the first one, they're already rolling out. And I'm sure it's shit. I'm sure that it's not that great at all. Like, but in 3 months, it will be. In 3 months, it'll be as good as like a SMB mid-market. And then 3 months from there, it'll be as good as a large to enterprise, if not already enterprise business. Like this is the type of evolution that's happening. This is the type of stuff that's coming. And if you guys aren't watching us every day, if you're not getting involved with Value First, if you're not getting involved with, AI adventurers in HubSpot, if you're not getting involved with AI bootcamp and you're not saturating yourself with understanding this stuff, people talk about like, well, how do you keep up with it? And, there's so much and I feel overwhelmed and all this kind of thing. I can honestly tell you like just an hour a day. It's that old adage. Just an hour a day of like either watching YouTube videos about it or listening to a podcast about it or something, but an hour a day, especially if you do like 20 minutes of a Claude video, like take your pick on it. Most of them are like less than 20 minutes or like 10 minutes, maybe 5 or 10. take your pick on a Claude video or a GPT video and just repeat what you see. You're
That's
going to
the
be able
thing.
to do it. Like,
That's
that's what's
the thing.
crazy, right? It's not like, oh, I saw this cake recipe or I saw this cake video. I'm going to remember that stuff. Like, I'm going to try to make this cake that somebody made, right? And it turns out to be like horrific garbage. That's not the case here. It's just not. You will go to remake the thing and it will just remake the thing exactly the way you're looking at it.
Yeah, it's a two-part puzzle. It's educate and then execute.
Yeah.
By the way,
And the
that's
fact that we
nothing
can-
new.
Right. The new part is we can do that at the same time now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You can have the video up, be working with Claude, be working with your AI tool of choice instead of, okay, do that in HubSpot. All right, pause. Let me go do that in HubSpot. All right, I gotta I'm gonna get distracted. All right, okay, back to the video. Okay, play. All right, pause. Right? It's
See, I
none of
don't even
that.
do
It's
that.
like
I don't
it's-
even do that.
it's prompt.
Yeah, Chris, hang
Right.
on.
No,
a
I'm
second.
saying like
Yeah.
that was the old way.
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Now it's like you hear the thing, it gets to keep running. Like the level of focus need to focus on the execution because you have an execution partner is less. So you can start the process. And now you're learning in both modes. And it's an active learning that I've never been able to get to. It's been very hard for me to get to the active learning unless something comes up and I must solve that problem or like the new client project or whatever, right? And now it's just for me it's definitely having that execution partner. Plus you just feel like you're winning just because you get to do these things at the same time, like you're intaking information. Like when I'm on a call with you guys or with Ryan, and we're just talking business and strategy and about clients or about personal stuff. And in the background, transcripts are being processed and notes are being made and plans are being made and executed. And like the turnaround of like what we're building while not losing the human to human conversations that we're having. We used to have to choose between those, right? And that's the kind of stuff that made projects take longer, get longer time to value. Um, that's what dehumanized the system because, hey, we got to focus on productivity, time to value, getting this stuff out the door. Everything's based on hours. So, okay, if we got to build, that means we got to build and we can't be talking to you. So now we're designing the process so we have to talk to you less to make sure we get the stuff done in the budget that you have. Like all of these choices, like going by the wayside, including like what you mentioned, Nico, like you remember when software choices like 2 years ago, like, oh, we want to use that. That's it. Does it integrate with HubSpot? Is there an app like already built? Right?
Yep.
Like all of that stuff. Like whether you can build something from scratch yourself or, hey, Claude, this is what my stack looks like. I want to do a version of that for us. So just do what you need to do to make it fit into the stack.
Yep.
Right.
Exactly.
We're already at time, a little bit over. So we're gonna wrap up. And exciting times, folks. We'll see everybody tomorrow. Thanks, fellas.
See ya.
Peace.